Good evening. Welcome. Welcome, goddammit, welcome. This is the Fort Valley Boy podcast. This is Fabian Vicks, the show moderator and the host. I got my guys with me. I got Willie Foster making an appearance on the show, aka Michael Andre Atwater. I have David Randall chopping it up. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. And on this show, this championship weekend, and you know who's not there.
Shut the hell up, man. Shit.
My bad. I said we're gonna talk about those sorry ass Cowboys. I'm sorry. My bad. Damn, I couldn't help myself. What can go wrong?
He turned into Stephen A. Smith after they lose. Ain't that something?
No, I was Stephen A. Smith before they lost.
It's all good.
I still love the Cowboys. I picked them to win though, so I feel like a fool. We're also gonna talk about this Ed Reed situation, Bethune-Cookman. It's very polarizing, and I don't want to get my guys' thoughts on this. And this is the part of the show, Mike. We're gonna say let's go, right?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Hit it.
Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Boys. Yeah. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on. We them boys.
Man, welcome to the show. Of course, we're brought to you by Crazy Straws. If you got some straws in the house that look crazy, get your crazy straw. We're also brought to you by Just for Men. I got a little gray in my beard, right? So I'm trying to figure out the right shade of my beard. I'm thinking CB4 or C38.
That's the one that worked for me, except it's growing back so fast, man.
I don't know. I'm thinking about just shaving the rear down and try to see what it do. But I don't know. But Just for Men, if you got the gray in the beard, you're just trying to look a little younger, try to get vibrance back to your life, just get you some Just for Men. You can find it in any of your local stores, Walgreens, CVS, the gas station around the corner, Just for Men. Now it's around the corner of the gas station. You're going to pay about $13 for it when it costs really $4.99. We're also brought to you by Sprite, the Black Folk Soda. It's also interchangeable as a chaser.
Very good chaser.
Damon, this next one.
Arizona iced tea. $1 since 1944.
1944. You broke and you got ramen noodles and you in the dorm. You know.
Ooh-wee, you brought one up then, boy.
Man, I remember one time I made $5 stretch for a whole month.
Hey, let me tell you something. Me and Mike, I know you remember this, Mike, because I think you were standing in the rat hole when we had those. I think my grandmother had sent those case of ramen noodles, bro. Man, we had a cookout down there. Telling you.
Hey, man, I ain't even gonna lie, boy. Faye made it a delicatessen when that nigga lived with me, boy. Man, that dude would chop up hot dogs, cheese. Hey, man, real talk. We get some of them shrimp noodles or them chicken.
Yeah.
Crank them things up.
Yeah.
That's a meal, cuz.
Yeah.
Faye turned me on to them ramen noodles and how to hook them up for real, boy.
I used to, I don't know if you did this, Faye. I used to take vegetables and saute them and put them in the noodles.
You had money. That's the difference. You had money, dog.
I used to do that.
Yeah,
I found my way to the vegetables. I found them.
See,
Black Bart Faye said you had money.
No, you remember JJ when you say he found that? Yeah, I found the vegetables.
Man, you had money if you put vegetables in there and we on camping. You had money.
Yeah, boy. My grandmother used to send the ones with the cup that already had the vegetables in it too, though.
Yeah, that
Faye used to crank them up, boy. Man, Faye had them noodle rolling with them hot dogs and cheese.
Oh, you straight.
Boy.
By 8-pack.
Hey, college, that's good eating, baby.
8-pack hot dogs. Get the Kraft cheese. You got 5 packs of noodles. You got your.
Hey, still to this day, if I eat noodles, that's the only way I eat them.
Yeah,
for real.
The only way I can eat them. That's the only way.
That dead air right there.
Facts.
I'm with you.
Eat them. On the way. Let's get the rest of these sponsors. Of course, we follow us on Facebook. You can follow us on YouTube, buyniceshirt.com, but on Ingram. Supplies your HBCU or your Divine Nine needs, buyniceshirt.com. He has a new shirt that's going to be coming out. New jacket for Fort Valley. It's a sponsor for the band or the football team. You buy the jacket, get new patches on there. You're gonna be gonna be good to go. Damon's new podcast, Chopping It Up, is 12 Eastern. I thought it was 12. I thought it was 12 Central. It's actually 12.
It's Eastern. Our standard time, noon Eastern.
Yeah, tell us about it, Damon, right quick, so we can make sure we in place.
All right, fellas. Podcast coming up next month called Chopping It Up with D. Rondo, a virtual barbershop experience. We talking about everything like we doing the barbershop, baby. Everything. It's gonna be PG though, Mike. Nothing foul. PG, family oriented.
Damn, Georgia.
That's why we gonna do it. Starting February 21st. Hour long, conversate about whatever you want, baby. Chopping it up with D. Rondo, baby.
We want you in the barbershop to get a haircut. We really do. Literally. We want you at the barbershop.
Oh, you want me at the barbershop?
Yeah, one of your episodes need to be at the barbershop.
I might have to do that. I might have to go there. I got one of my boys, man. He a master barber. I might try to check that out.
Tennessee beat the hell out of Georgia tonight. Good gracious.
Basketball?
Boy, shit.
And our last sponsor, Henny and Coke. The
dog leak air.
Also, Lord Calvert is a very budget friendly. If you don't feel like spending $70 on a bottle of Hennessy, that yak, Lord Calvert, $13 bottle, pretty good. Mixed with a little bit of Coke, it'll get you there quick.
The dude Tony Arnold still looking the same after 30 years. All he got is a gray beard. The dude still got the same expression, man.
He just got gray hair. I was thinking,
man, all he got is gray hair. The dude ain't changed a bit.
I was thinking the same thing.
No, I've changed a lot. I've changed a lot. Y'all boys just don't see nothing but from up here to up here. I tell you, I promise you, I just changed a whole lot. It's all good.
I don't know. We need to put a poll out. Who has the better facial hair, PT or Ryan? Because they battling right now. Hey,
no, that's Ryan, boy. Your
yeah,
boy
I'm gonna
Ryan
say that go
point.
it be to a T, bro. Yeah. He not nothing take away from my boy Tony because he got the full dog. You know what I'm saying? But that thing on Ryan, boy, his be like perfect.
Ryan look like he go to hair and makeup before he get on the show, dude.
Yeah, he really do.
Literally.
Lights,
for real.
Costume design, everything. Is the barber named B Mickey? Editor's barber named B Mickey.
Hey Tony, this dude Fade, man. This dude Fade was kind of picking at us, trying to do a show Sunday, trying to disregard our cowboy. That's why he did a show, man. I know this dude like the back of my hand. He was trying to disregard our cowboys on a slick little way, bro. For real.
First of all, we didn't talk about the Cowboys on the show Sunday. Second of all, I was trying to be consistent on our shows on Wednesday and Sunday. Now
he tried to disregard it, Tony, man. We'll handle it, Tony.
Who was on Sunday?
Me and Anto.
Oh, okay.
Let's jump right into that because I got a question to ask my cowboy brother, man. I gotta ask him a question.
All right,
damn, we gotta kick it off like that. Like
first of all, I want to see how everybody week go. First, I want to see how everybody week will before
we ain't got to. I got a question to ask y'all boys.
I mean, it's all good, man. It's all good. You know, it come with it. It's all good.
So how everybody week?
Hey, let me just say this, and I'm gonna speak for Tony on this. We waited 40 years for Georgia to win the national championship. What's another year with the Cowboy? We'll get it eventually.
That's a fair point.
That makes sense. I ain't arguing.
And after them 40 years, we don't want 2 in a row. So, hey.
I picked the Cowboy to win. I'm pissed off.
Hey, man, let's go to the next one. Come on, man. We ain't got time for that. I got time for that, man.
Fade, they ain't even buying what you selling, bro.
Go on, start the show, man. Go on, start, Fade, man.
Week was good, man. He asked how was the week. The week was going. My week pretty good, man.
Yeah, mine was too.
How was your week, Mike, man?
My week was good one day, man. It was real good. So well, David, man.
Why y'all talk to each other like that, man?
That's how I talk. That's how I talk to him, Tony, man.
He an idiot, Tony. That's why.
I talk to you like that too, Tony, man.
Hey, no, I don't participate in that bullshit, bro. I don't participate in that shit, man.
Wasn't nothing wrong with that, Tony, man. That's my radio. That's my DJ boy, Tony.
No, I mean, other than a couple of hours on Sunday night, man, my week been great.
I think there's a question. Mike and Damon wanted to ask before we
That's
get to the
exactly what it is.
I ain't want to ask this. He wanted to ask this.
Yeah,
Oh, my
I
bad.
wanted to ask it because he
Go
asked
ahead,
me
Damon.
early in the week.
Go ahead.
I'll take the smoke, man. It's all good. What's up?
No, Tony, let me say this, man. Me and Mike, he called me early this week. I think it was Monday, and he asked me, but he actually made a statement. Then he asked me because he thought about it, and he was like, maybe not. The statement was he think Dak may not be the answer, and I tend to agree with him. And then
Talk to Tony first, then I'm gonna chime in after Tony. I thought
Okay.
he respond.
Okay, so I tend to agree with him, Tony. Mike had brought up some good points, though, saying it may be he need more weapons. I agree with that. But see, my thing is, I agree with Mike on is Dak the answer because I just don't think he's the one that can pull the Cowboys over the hump. I don't know if he's the answer at quarterback. Who is the answer quarterback? I can't even tell you. I don't know. I just don't think from watching Dak, he came back from the injury. He threw a lot of picks. Some of them maybe not be his fault, but I just don't think he can get you past the NFC divisional round or possibly the championship. So my question to you, Tony, is Dak the problem, or does he need more weapons with him to get over the hump?
I mean, that's kind of a loaded question, but to kind of sum it up a little bit, it just depends on what you're expecting, out of Dak. Is Dak a tier 1 quarterback, like a Burrows or an Allen or a Brady or them type quality quarterbacks? No, but I think you're definitely a solid tier 2 quarterback. Tier 1 quarterbacks, they get you over the hump. They can get you over the hump no matter what's around them. Tier 2 quarterbacks, I mean, they need the system. They need the perfect setup. They need help. They need weapons. They can't overcome bad rosters and things of that nature. So that's pretty much where I'm at with Dak. I think he had a terrible game, but I also blame coaching. I blame Kellen Moore with the game plan. Even though Pollard got hurt, we totally abandoned the run game and put it all on Dak's shoulders when he was obviously struggling going against a really good defense. We just went away from the game and just stopped the run game and just abandoned the game plan and just started dropping back and throwing it every down, man. We was putting them in bad situations. I blame Kellen Moore for that. I blame Mike McCarthy for that, for allowing it to happen because he's the head coach.
When I originally thought about it, I said Dak was the problem. But then I came back and watched how Dak struggled without Tony Pollard. When you lose that much from your game plan, the whole game plan you had goes out the window. I don't know if Zeke that guy still either. But then I got to thinking about something else about Dak needs more weapon. Dak needs more weapon. Well, Dak still had 2-3 years ago had CeeDee Lamb, a healthier Ezekiel Elliott, a younger Tony Pollard, Amari Cooper, Dalton Schultz was still getting. So he's had weapons. He has had weapons in his career. Dak, like Tony just said, Dak may not be that tier 1 guy. Now, let me say this. Matthew Stafford wasn't a tier 1 guy. But Matthew Stafford won him a Super Bowl, and that means Dak has the capabilities of doing that too. Dak has the same weapons. What I think the Cowboys need to go out here and do, Dallas needs to, the defense straight. The defense played a hell of a game. Dallas needs to get better offensively. Dallas needs to get more physical. And people may think you're talking about defense. No. Dallas got to get more physical on that line. They got to be a run-first football team again. Go out and get you a slot receiver. But the big thing Dallas has always been known for having a great physical offensive line and punishing running game. And that's not Dallas anymore. So Dallas got to get back to being physical if they want to contend. This game this weekend with Philadelphia and San Francisco, man, they need an ambulance at the stadium for both teams. That's going to be a physical football game. And Dallas lost that game because they're not physical. Tony talked about they abandoning the run. You can't run. You couldn't run. So what else you going to do?
They ain't try.
Who you running with? Ezekiel Elliott?
They only had 22 attempts. They only had 22 attempts.
He ain't try. And the game was not out of hand for you to abandon the run game and not even try.
But then this is the thing right here. This the thing. And I'm not necessarily defending him. When has Kellen Moore ever been a run first guy anyway? If you look at the play call
back when Dak was hurt, and we went on that run, and everybody was ranting and screaming and stomping their feet, saying this is the way that we need to play when Dak came back, and it was cute, and it was that way for a couple of weeks.
You talking about when we had Cooper Rush?
Yeah, it was that way for a couple of weeks when Dak first got back, while he got acclimated. And then once we caught fire and our offense caught fire, it's easy to it's cute. Fuck that cute shit, man.
I would tend to agree with Tony on you got to blame some of the coaching, because Mike, you brought up Matthew Stafford, tier 2 quarterback. Look who he went to. Superior coaching, man. And they used his arm strength, his everything that Matt brought to the Rams, they used it to his advantage. That's the problem. If I hear what you're saying, Dak can win it, if Matthew can win it, that's the problem. I still say that Kellen Moore, Mike McCarthy are more to blame than Dak, if we're gonna say that, because they're doing the initial play calling. They got, you know what I'm saying? I would still run Zeke at least to make him a threat, to make balance, because you gotta run against a physical San Francisco defense. If you let them sit back and know you're gonna pass, you setting yourself up for failure.
You gotta try, man. You gotta try. You gotta keep teams honest. You gotta try, man. And hell, they've been tag teaming Zeke. Like, man, hey, where's Zeke ass out, man? They've been back and forth with Pollard. You know what I'm saying? Zeke was fresh. That was the thing all year. They played Pollard, of course, because he explosive too. You know what I'm saying? He need to be on the field. But, you know, that was the thing. Keep Zeke fresh for the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? That was the thing, dude.
So when he went down, they should have been feeding him like you know what I'm saying?
But this also shows you how much faith they got in Ezekiel Elliott, too. Ezekiel Elliott probably got his same carries he would get if Tony Pollard played. So that shows you they didn't really try to put Malik Davis in. That game was solely on Dak Prescott and them 2 picks.
And it didn't have to be. And the two picks happened. And the 2 picks happened before Pollard got hurt.
Yeah, which led to 6 points and could have been a different ball game. Now I will say this: as a referee, the catch George Kittle caught, if you go back and look at it, it should have been George Kittle was covered up. George Kittle was on the inside of the outside tight end, and they should have blew that dead. I mean, not blew it dead, but that should have been a flag. So that's one call right there that I know for sure. A lot of people don't even see that. If you go back and look at that George Kittle catch, look where he lined up and look at the guy on the outside. That play should have never got off. But that's neither here or there. For the Cowboys, and this goes out to Jerry Jones. Hey, look, man. Jerry Jones, you getting closer to the upper room. I know you want that championship. You want that championship.
The upper room.
He's gonna have to figure something out, man. This is the same thing every year.
Is it? You know what, fellas? Question: do y'all think sometimes that Jerry Jones can be a tad bit too loyal?
Not really. Because
loyal to who?
The only coach he had was loyal to was Jason Garrett, because that was like a second son to him. Everybody else he fired quick.
Okay. How long has Kellen Moore been there?
I want to say with
Yeah,
Garrett.
he been there like about 8-9 years, maybe 10. 'Cause he was there
No,
with
he ain't
Garrett.
been there that long. He
He was
played
there.
some too,
He was
bro.
there with Garrett.
Yeah, they with
I
Garrett.
thought so.
He played too. He ain't been a coordinator that long, I don't think. Maybe he had. But I know he was a backup quarterback in the league for a hot second.
Yeah, I mean he was, but I mean he been a coordinator for at least 8 years, man.
I thought he was there with Garrett.
He
Play,
was.
get to your conference championship games, man.
Yeah, so we'll
But
we'll try
this
again next year.
this is why and I know some of it is because me and Atwater are Dallas fans and everything, but this is why we America's team, baby. We most talked about. We didn't been on the podcast 25 minutes. Y'all don't want to do nothing but ask questions and talk about the Cowboys.
Sure, but I didn't want to.
When you turn on the TV, when you turn on the sports TV, that's hey man, we dominate. We the biggest.
And you know who been a more disappointing team than the Cowboys? The team that lost on the same day that they did.
Exactly. They kind of gloss over that.
The Buffalo Bills.
Forget about Jared Allen being, the next chosen one, dude.
Hold on.
You know what I'm saying? And all that, dude.
Hold on, bro. Hold on.
That.
I have no issue with talking about Joe Burrow may be dethroning Josh Allen. And it's a possibility that he may be taking Mahomes out. Joe Burrow may be crowning himself, especially if he can get a Super Bowl, as the best quarterback in the AFC, possibly in the league. Because
we're talking about Buffalo.
But what I'm saying is, and what I know what Atwater's saying is, what I'm saying is, dude, nobody's throwing the shade at Jared at Josh Allen like they throwing at Dak, dude. He the whole top of the conversation. What Josh Allen did?
Ain't nobody. The 4 quarterbacks that lost last weekend. Let me break down. The 4 quarterbacks that lost. Trevor Lawrence. Oh, he'll be back. He's a young guy. He got a young team. They'll be back. Daniel Jones. Good job, guys. Good job. Josh Allen. Hey, tough going. Dak Prescott. Dallas Cowboys. They was on the front of ESPN. Every sports thing. It's been all week. That's what Tony talking about. American team.
I get it.
It's all good, baby. It's all good. It's all good. I love
Dallas fans and y'all. I'm talking to Dallas fans, and I'm also talking to 2 realists when it comes to their team. You know why they do that to y'all? One,
Cowboys in the same boat with the Lakers, the Yankees.
Yeah,
absolutely.
They come with the
you
territory.
know why? Because I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why, and it's just my opinion. You can tell me I'm wrong. The Lakers, the Yankees, the Celtics, Dallas, those fan bases are relentless regardless. They love to see those teams lose. They hate to see them win. They love to see them lose. That's why they always the top topic. I look at Josh Allen and I say, yeah, he going back to the Josh Allen that the project Josh Allen. That's how I look at him. But we can get to the championship. Only reason I brought it up first is because me and Mike had talked about it Monday, and he said save it for the show.
No, that wasn't at you, D. No,
I know.
I'm just like I said, I'm just talking about shit. I just want everybody to know we always the top of the conversation, baby. All the time.
Corey, I get it. Being low is his strength.
You ain't gotta sit there and look at all this disgruntled and shit, Fade. You know what I'm saying? Go on and move on and get us back on topic. You know what I'm saying? I just want to make sure I let that out there.
I'm with you.
That was Damon.
That was Damon who do that.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah, how about them?
I ain't really mad because I really think, like I said, man, few plays here and there, and Tony brought up an excellent point as far as the coaching. We wouldn't be having this conversation.
Now, let me get in right. Let me say this right quick before we move on to the championship game. Dak missed a wide open T.Y. Hilton in the scene, which further let me know Dak can't really read defense as strong as he should be, making $95 million over the last 2 years.
He's struggling right now, man.
I mean you can say the same. Hey, Fade, you can say the same. Spade, you can say the same thing about Josh Allen, though.
Josh Allen has not been good.
Here's the thing. Josh
Allen ain't what?
hasn't been as good as he was early in the year over the last 9 weeks.
I will say this: Josh Allen looked like he couldn't play in the snow, and Joe Burrow looked like his home was the snow. It looked like he was better off playing in Buffalo than Josh Allen.
Check this out. And then seriously, I know we got to move on. Dak led the league in interceptions and turnovers, right? Who was right there with him?
Josh Allen. They was actually tied.
But who you talk about? Who everybody talk about?
You right. I hear what you're saying. And that just go back to what I said. It go back to what I said. They love to see the Yankee fans, the Laker fans, the Cowboy fans, all the big time. They like to see them.
Yeah. We like a blue blood.
Blue
blood. It's
we'll
all
talk,
good.
well, we'll talk about what the Cowboys need after the season ends because we'll spend all day talking about it. But Amari Cooper was a bad trade. You should have kept him, but that's just me. Let's get to his comments right quick before we move on to the championship games. Twin want to know how that football game went. You called
basketball game.
Basketball game, yeah.
Hey, Twin, don't come on the show asking me about my refereeing, brother. I will call you like I called you that day, Jack. Okay?
Right.
Don't you interrupt the show. Ask me about my refereeing gig, sucker.
All right.
I will call you like I did before, brother. What's up, Jamal and Jermaine Hall?
Hey, he went real 70s on us, didn't he?
Yeah, Jive Turkey. Corey said Miami exposed Buffalo, which they kind of exposed them before the week before. They exposed them when Tua was playing.
Yeah, you're right, Corey. But they was exposed a few weeks ago.
Justin Herbert, I mean, we'll see with a new offensive coordinator with Justin Herbert. We'll talk about that. I think Brandon Staley should have been fired, but that's neither here nor there. But you know how I feel.
Oh my goodness gracious! This dude always firing somebody.
Kelvin's happy Cincinnati made it because he picked him out of the AFC. He even made some cash, straight cash from it. Ones that talk trash the most are our closet Cowboy fans. Sure. Diggs had a red zone interception. Let me put it back up. Diggs had a red zone interception. Turner had a kickoff return. He didn't run into the kicker. Dallas didn't turn the fumble punt into a TD. Play here, there. Yeah, the games, like I said, if he would have hit T.Y. Hilton on that seam route, Dallas would have won a game in overtime because that would have tied the game. Or I think that was going to take the lead, right?
No, it was 19-12. It was tied.
It would have tied it up.
Yeah, he didn't read that well, which let me know he's not seeing the field, or he's just a one read guy. That's what it seemed like. He's
far from a one read guy, man. He's struggling, man. He's struggling. He regressed. To say whatever it was, dude. You know what I'm saying? He regressed.
The struggle happened at the wrong time.
I don't know. CeeDee Lamb had 10 catches. Next close person had 5. That's all.
It should have been equal. I agree with Tony wholeheartedly, man. You got to try to run the peel, especially against a stingy defense. You got to keep it honest.
Jamal,
you got to keep it honest.
Jamal, you forget an invite right now. You want to invite to the show. You forget.
Hey, he said don't. Hey, Twin say don't check him no more, huh?
Don't check him no more.
We ain't no running around him but his mouth. That's about it.
Gotta get him Bill. Gotta get him tenders.
Hey, we can't talk about my boy Jinx, man. Y'all pray for my boy.
What's wrong with him? He crazy?
I talk about it after the show.
Oh Lord, he dying?
Hey, no, man. Go to the next topic. Fabian Lamar Vick.
All right, championship week.
Lamar.
That's his new name. That's his stage name. When he do stuff with RuPaul, that's his stage name, Lamar.
It's raining, man. Hallelujah. It's raining. Oh, yeah.
I can't stand Michael Atwater, man. I swear. Next topic, man.
All right, championship weekend. We got because I really want to talk about this Ed Reed thing, but Tony, and I'm gonna start with Damon. What is the key in the game for the 49ers and the Eagles? What's the key? What's your key?
Run defense. I heard I forgot who was it on SportsCenter. Was it SportsCenter? I forget what it was, but I heard them talking about how they how Philadelphia has made their offense to match Jalen Hurts' skills. And they saying it's to see, I don't really know. I'm just going by what they saying. It's a simple offense that uses his skills to the best of their his abilities, make him shine, make him move the ball. It's gonna be run defense, time of possession, run defense. Hurts can't make mistakes. Hurts cannot make mistakes. He got to protect the ball because he's coming against a defense that's just as physical as his offensive line. So if they match up in physicality, usually the advantage usually go to the defense. Usually. So I'm saying run defense and lack of turnovers for San Francisco. The one thing I think they need to do, and they keep it balanced. They did it last week. You got to keep it balanced. Keep the run a threat, make the pass a threat. Play action is going to be open. They got to keep it balanced.
Hold on, we got a special guest coming on. We got a special guest coming on the show. We got a special guest. Where your camera at? Turn your camera on.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, twin.
Listen,
What up, dog?
What's happening, twin?
I don't know it. How y'all doing?
We good, bro.
What's up?
You know where I come to address now. I'm asking everybody how they doing. How you doing, Atwater?
Hey man, I ain't with all the little sugary talk, man. What you got to get out your chest, brother? You coming on my show? Hey, hold on, sucker. You coming on my show talking about something with some refereeing? I called you at that moment. No, I haven't called you back, Jack. That don't mean I wasn't. Is that what you came on the air to try to check me?
No, I didn't come to check you. I just asked you a question, sir.
Okay, I just gave you an answer. Now you can go on to fade to black like Jay-Z. Go on to fade to black now. You don't come to my place of business, jive sucker, trying to get on here and talk to me, turkey. Now I'm going back to 70s, Jack.
I'm sorry, Atwater. I don't know.
It's Revan.
I apologize.
Revan Atwater on the show. Jive sucker.
Is what on the show?
Revan Atwater. Now if you gonna come on here and you gonna talk about sports, Twin Bayless, that's what you're gonna come in here to do. When you come in here to talk about no refereeing stuff, you get it off your chest, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, yes, sir.
All right. Fade, I'm about to turn into AB, man. I'm about to take my shirt and stuff off, man.
No,
man.
No, Mike.
No. Okay.
We good.
All right.
Twin didn't mean no disrespect, man. He just came back.
I'm about to walk off.
D'Angelo video, no.
No, we're not doing D'Angelo, Mike. No, Mike. No, sir.
Hold on. Yeah, hold on.
Can't stand that dude, man. Something wrong with him, man.
All right, I'm done. I'm cool.
Okay.
See, hey, Favor.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, brother? I didn't
What's
want to disrespect. I didn't want to disrespect the show by saying some curse words and
we
being,
because on y'all
you know.
go ahead.
We do it all the time,
We
man.
made the money yet, so go ahead.
We do it all the time.
Listen,
They made the money yet. Go ahead.
I didn't want everybody out there to hear how I really talk. So, I'm gonna keep professional today, but I'll call Atwater and address him later on. You know what I mean? So because he don't try me like that. Okay.
He said his phone off. Boy.
But
Twin, you know what? I gotta give Twin some credit because any other time he'd been cussing Atwater out. I gotta give you mad props, Twin.
Restraint. That's restraint.
That's
Hey,
great
man,
restraint on your part,
anyway.
bro.
Hey man, don't y'all come run to the aid of Twin like he's some kind of third grader. This dude will cuss me out anyway, bro. Anyway.
I'm drinking my dark liquor.
Anyway.
Hey,
That dude get on the phone. Hey, he may call me. What's up?
Fade drink some damn.
Wait.
Hold on.
We ain't talking about that. That's what you told me. We ain't talking about that calling you on the phone. Let's talk about it now. Let's talk about sports.
All right, ask Twin the question then. Oh, you know what, Fade? Damn this, man.
No, Mike.
Tony.
You got to be kidding me, man. Oh,
I'm about to throw up.
I see you, Fade. I see. I can't really
You got
focus
to be
right.
kidding me.
I can't really focus right now because I
Yeah,
got my
man.
eye closed. I don't want to see
Oh,
bullshit on
wow.
the screen right
All
now.
right, we got for I really want to get to the air read. Tony, what's your key for this game for the 49ers and Eagles?
In them trenches, man. In them trenches, man. Whoever win the trenches gonna win this game. It's gonna be the game. Gonna be one of these trenches. Kind of like what Atwater said. Definitely gonna be a really, really, really physical game, man. And I mean, the most physical team gonna win.
Damon?
Like I said, man, it's for me, it's the run defense for San Francisco.
Damn, I just farted.
And who can be more physical. And usually, the more if it's a match of physicality and that defense is real physical, they usually win out. So it is what physicality, period. Whoever can run the ball and whoever can out physical the other, that's who's gonna win.
Brock Purdy, keep driving the van. Keep driving the van. That's it. Keep doing what he's been doing. They'll get to the Super Bowl in San Francisco. Got a really good chance of winning it all. That crank out Ed Reed, dog.
We ain't talking about the Kansas City. Go ahead, Twin. You got a key for the game right quick?
Yeah, I think it's all about who can run the ball and for play action. Both teams have great play action offense with Purdy. You know what I'm saying? If he can get that running game going, he threw for I think 234 last game. So if he can open up get the run game going and open up the pass, And again, it's all about the trenches as well. Who can stop who on offense? They both got two dynamic offenses. Kyle Shanahan is a genius at play calling, and your boy gonna keep doing his thing for Philadelphia. Keep guiding the offense as well. So I'm looking for a good game. That's all I'm looking for.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be a good game.
49ers ran 61 plays. 32 of them were run, 29 were passed. Purdy passed for 214 yards, Dak 207.
Yep.
So it got to keep it balanced. Got to keep them off balance.
Balance.
Definitely.
Yep.
Balance offense.
All right, now the game that's going to be the night game. Joe Breezy versus Pat Mahomes on 1.5 legs. Let's not talk about Mahomes' injury. What is the key for the game, Twin?
Pressure on Mahomes. Getting pressure on him. He's already injured. Getting pressure. You get that pressure on Mahomes, and he's on. I don't know if he's 60%, 70%. He say ready to go, so that I don't get a percentage on it. But getting pressure on him. That's for Kansas City. Kansas City needs to take the pressure off Mahomes. You got to run the ball well. Again, run the ball well. If your quarterback is injured, run the ball well. Offense got to push. And I feel like Cincinnati, it's gonna be hard to stop Joe Burrow. I mean, he's been doing his thing since college, and he's doing his thing in the NFL. It's gonna be hard to stop them boys. I don't know what's something special about Joe Burrow, the way he's translated that game from college now to the NFL. Man, you can see that he's a winner, and man, it's gonna be hard to stop Cincinnati. So again, that's gonna be a great game as well.
All right, Tony, what's your key to the game? Key to this game?
I think it's gonna be Kansas City defense, man. The boy go have to show up. Chris Houston and the boy gonna have to get some pressure on Burrow, make him uncomfortable. But
Chris Jones.
They defense, Chris Jones. But they defense gonna have to show up, man. It's actually kind of funny. We were talking about this last week when we were talking about Kansas City. Somebody said Kansas City defense was trash. I ain't gonna name no name.
I said it.
But we about to see this week.
Yeah.
He was bold with it too. I said it.
Yes,
I did. I'm not gonna back down.
I'm that baby's daddy. That's That's how you see
They're
it.
not gonna stop. They're not gonna stop Burrow. No,
They're
no,
not.
they don't need to stop Burrow. They just need to
Slow
slow.
down.
They just need to slow him down.
Do they have
They
the
need
corners
to-
to slow down? That's the question. Man, go ahead on, Mike. Head.
Whoever's going to get the last stop between Kansas City and Cincinnati, I think this is going to be still a 31-28 kind of game. I mean, these teams, Cincinnati done beat them the last 2 times?
3 times in one calendar year.
So whoever get that last stop, man. Patrick Mahomes is somewhat healthy. They got just as much of a shot as Joe Burrow. This is a bigger game, I think, for Kansas City than Cincinnati, just for the simple fact you hadn't beat them in the last 3 tries or whatever. So whoever get that last stop, that's what it's going to be.
Go ahead, damn it, so we get our picks in right quick.
Containing Joe Burrow and making for Cincinnati, making Mahomes' life in the pocket a living hell. Twin was right. They got to run the ball to keep him good. Got to run the ball to keep him good, because if that defensive line get to Mahomes and make his life hell all 4 quarters, Cincinnati gonna beat them convincingly.
Yeah, Pachenko and
That's
McKinney. Pachenko and McKinney gonna be the key to this game for Kansas City. Cincinnati, just play like you've been playing, because you already got a great defense. They have the best, I would say, skilled players on offense to me in the league. If I'm wrong, let me know if I'm wrong. Mixon,
No, they got some great skill players. They got some great skill players.
Boyd, Higgins, Chase.
Tough.
If Mixon can really run that peel, it's really gonna be difficult, because then time of possession goes to Cincinnati, and Burrow, he's one of the calmest quarterbacks we've seen in a long time.
The joke.
Yeah.
He
You
is
said
real
they
calm.
got the best offensive. Say it again, Fight.
The best offensive skill set players in the league.
Hey, Philadelphia got something to say about that. Devontae
No.
Smith, A.J. Brown, Dallas Goedert, Miles Sanders. Philadelphia got something to say about that, dog.
Boyd,
Yeah,
Boyd, Higgins, Chase, Burrow, Mixon, Hurst.
Chase a dog. Chase a
Philadelphia
dog.
got something to say about that, Fabe. It ain't just clear like that now.
There's only two teams that probably can beat Cincinnati with their defense, and that's San Francisco and Philadelphia. But Philadelphia has the corners to slow them down. San Francisco has the pass rush like the Rams did last year. Just saying. Let me know if I'm wrong now. Somebody in the crowd, in the audience, let me know.
Hey, even though they ain't in the playoffs, Minnesota offensive firepower pretty good too. Dalvin Cook, T.J. Hawkinson, Thielen, Justin Jefferson.
And
They got a nice little group too.
Thielen had been the same in about 4 years.
He ain't been the same the last couple of years.
Been injured in the last couple of years, but
Yeah.
I see what you're saying though.
San Francisco loaded too now.
Yeah, they are.
Debo,
Yeah, so
you
is.
know what I mean? San Francisco loaded. And the thing about San Francisco, man, Kyle Shanahan knows how to get the best out of his players.
Yes, he does.
He knows how to get the best out of his players. And that, I'm gonna go to the example of Atlanta Falcons. When he was the offensive coordinator, he got the best out of those guys.
Not in the
They
second
didn't
half
have-
of the Super Bowl.
Come on now. God,
Oh man.
oh, shit.
They got shut out in that second half though.
When you say anything from Atlanta, Fabe is coming with the low blow.
But listen. The offense was still doing what it's doing. The defense just one that fell short. You got to think about it. In that game, Tom Brady threw 60 passes, 65 passes. Look it up. That was tough. That was tough.
What Atlanta should have done in that second half was run the ball.
Run the ball.
They
Run
refused.
the ball, yeah.
Which is who? The offensive coordinator.
That's the offense coordinator. Yeah, that was his fault.
Which was who?
Huh? It was
Which
Kyle
was who?
Shanahan.
They taking a shot at Shanahan, twin. That's what he doing.
Which also did what against the Chiefs?
I just said that a couple minutes ago, and everybody like
No,
it's all good though. It's all good.
All right, let me get y'all picks.
I regret.
Let me get y'all picks. Let me get y'all picks. Get your picks, Damon.
I got I'm gonna say the Niners and Cincy in the Super Bowl.
Tony.
Man, I got the Eagles, man. I really do not know about this Kansas City and Cincinnati game, man. I want to say Cincinnati, man. But yeah, I'll say Cincinnati, man. But I won't be surprised if Kansas City win.
Win.
I'm gonna go Philadelphia and Cincy. I think this Purdy thing comes to an end. I think this NFC Championship game gets the best of him, and that defense gets the best of him. So I'm gonna go Cincinnati and Philadelphia. I think with Mahomes and the injury that he has a high ankle sprain, because you never know what's gonna happen in this game. He could retweak it, and it's a done deal. So,
All right, Michael. Hold
I'm
on.
going
Go ahead,
yeah, I'm
Twin.
good. Yeah, I'm good.
San Fran and Cincinnati. That's what I'm rolling with.
I'm going for a rematch. San Francisco and the Chiefs. I'm going for a rematch. That's what I'm thinking. But I won't be surprised if both road teams win, both home teams win. But I'm going Chiefs and San Francisco, and I got the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl because they're gonna have that week off for him to heal. All right, this is what y'all been waiting for. This Ed Reed versus Bethune-Cookman. For those that might have been living under a rock over the last month, Ed Reed was hired from Miami to be the next head coach of Bethune-Cookman College, which is a Christian university. Once Ed Reed reached the campus, he went live on TikTok or YouTube, whatever social media stream he used to talk about the condition of the campus. He later came out with an apology live stream. Then this past weekend, Ed Reed was not hired as the coach because they never finalized his contract. They used as we could not come to deep terms with Ed Reed as a reason to not hire him. So when he came on campus, he technically was an employee, but at the same time, he was trying to get ready for his team, because when you look at recruiting, you're trying to catch that second recruiting period in February. But they never finalized the contract. Things weren't in place. Ed Reed is not going to be the coach, which means they're looking for a coach right now. What are your guys' thoughts on this Ed Reed circumstance right now? Anyone of y'all could just jump in and start.
I think it's real. I see both sides, man. I really do. I feel the worst for the kids. I think it's really unfortunate for the kids that are being affected by this. You know, he had already got out there in the trenches and did some recruiting and had some guys signing and committing to come to the school. Bethune-Cookman is a Christian school. Ed Reed, although I think his social media post was coming out of a place of wasn't hurt. It wasn't intended to be what it turned into. It was more so a response to something else somebody had posted. So he basically was kind of responding to that per se. But it definitely wasn't a good look for the school. He put the school in a negative light. It was profanity laced. But at the same time, man, that's the reason Ed Reed is Ed Reed. You can't take his passion. You can't take that type of stuff out of him, because that's what makes him Ed Reed, and that's why you went to go hire Ed Reed. So I understand both sides, man. I do. But just unfortunate, man. We live in a world now, man. I talk about it all the time. I keep talking about it, where we scared of the backlash. We're scared of what everybody's gonna think and what everybody else gonna have to say, versus sticking to what you believe in and going with your own convictions. It just sucks, man.
I think it's more or less the interim president was just butthurt because he called him out. That's all it was. If you listen to the interim president talk, I've been watching these interviews of him talking. He was just hurt. and mad because of what it called him out on everything. They didn't have his contract done. He's over there doing work prior to even getting on having a contract. So that says a lot that if somebody's over there doing work prior to them even having a contract. Who goes to somebody's job prior to them having a contract? That means he was going to be dedicated to that program. They were mad
Well,
at
but
him for
don't
what he
coming out here
said.
sharing comments.
Hello?
Yeah. My bad. I
Oh,
turned the sound off of the
no
video
problem.
showing that they're
No problem.
sharing
No problem.
helmets.
Yeah, no problem. They were mad at what he said, and that's the only reason. But he was going to be a great thing for that program. That program hadn't been the same in the last 7, 8 years. So I think he was going to do some great things. But again, they were butthurt about the things that he said. And sometimes they would,
I get it. I understand. I tend to side with Twin on this one. You know, anybody that come to a job before the contract is signed, willing to jump in for both feet and get the program off to a start they haven't had in years. And Tony said it. Anybody that know Ed Reed, going back to his collegiate days, he's always been a fiery, passionate guy. I just think his passion was just that. And the president took it to another level because it is a Christian school.
Interim president. Keep in mind. Interim president. I ain't the real president.
Yeah, interim president. I just feel like that's something that could have been talked about, especially if the person that you contractually was getting ready to hire jumped in before he even signed. Take your feelings out of it, man, and get the program back to a respectable level, and you can get donations, you can get all that stuff rolling in because you got Ed Reed coming to coach.
Exactly. He got connects. He
got all types of connects. He can get boosters. He can get anything you need, and he jumped in with both feet before he even signed. I just think it was a little bit of a reactionary to what Ed Reed put out, and I think it's gonna set them back maybe 4 or 5 years because of what he did.
Yep.
Let me chime in on something. Man, let me ask y'all a question. I'm gonna give you this analogy. If Jay-Z want to come stay with y'all, Tony, Twin, Damon, Fade, and he come to your house talking about your house, talking about what you got, he don't like this, he don't like that. How open are you gonna be for Jay-Z to be at your house? How open are you gonna be for that? He talking about your something. He may be talking about your grass. He just may just be talking about you and your wife and your house. How open, even though that's Jay-Z, how open would y'all be for Jay-Z to come live with you?
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question, Atwater?
Yeah.
Was he telling the truth?
What you mean?
Was he telling the truth?
Everything he said about the house, was it a lie? That's what Twin's saying.
Was it a lie?
So basically, you're saying is your house dirty? I'm asking y'all the question.
Well, the thing about it is,
how y'all want to feel? I'm putting y'all in that situation. How are you going to feel if Jay-Z come in? We'll say your house dirty. We'll say this and that.
I'm gonna answer your question. I'm gonna answer your question truthfully at work because I get where you're going. I mean, you can leave, dude. I mean, it's my house. You know what I'm saying? I'm letting you come to my house. It don't matter, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it don't matter who the hell you are. You come to my house as my father-in-law, you to say you got all that. You got all that to say, and you don't like that, and you ain't got all that to say. You ain't got to be here. He's my father-in-law trip. You got to know him. But yeah, man. I mean, if it bothers you that much, you can leave. You ain't got to be here.
A lot of times we have to be called out on our shit, and that's just.
Well, come on, Twin. Hey, Twin. I've been knowing you 20-some years, man. You know, can't nobody come in your house, and regardless how your house look or don't look, they can't just come in there bashing your house, man. You know that. Come on now.
The thing about it is, again, I'm gonna be butthurt. I'm gonna be mad as a motherfucker that you said that shit about my house. But at the end of the day, if the shit is shitty and it looks bad out there, that's the truth.
Yeah, okay, it could be the truth, but it could be the truth. But I'm letting you in my house. You had to stay in my house. I ain't asked you to come here.
So you cool? So
Yes, you
basically,
did.
you saying
But
twin?
wait. They
So
asked
Jay
him
Z
to
can
come
still
there.
stay there then.
Wait. But again, we're missing the point. They asked him to be the coach.
I'm answering
house.
Atwater question. I feel what
Yeah.
you're saying about that because they
Yeah.
did hire Ed Reed. They wanted Ed Reed. You know what I'm saying? So I get that.
We're gonna use the same analogy as saying that you ask someone to come to your house. I asked Jay-Z to come to my house. Now when Jay-Z get to my house, he says, "Damn, you ain't cut your grass. Damn,
Now
your
that's
wall's
different.
dirty."
That's
But that's what we talk.
Yeah, that's
Totally
different.
different.
But that's what I think that's what Atwater's trying to say. Again, we're talking about somebody asking somebody to come to your house, not somebody just showing it to your house and talk about your house. That's different. But when you ask somebody to come to your house need to be in order. Your house need to be clean.
But what I will say, and that's fair, is Ed Reed knew the house wasn't in order. You know what I'm saying? When he said he was gonna come.
You think
How
so?
you figure that?
How you
Come
figure that? How
on,
you think he
dude.
didn't?
Come
I
on,
don't think he
dude.
knew that. I don't
Oh
think he
man.
didn't. I don't think he knew that.
No,
If he knew
man.
that, he wouldn't act. He wouldn't spoke out the way he did.
I'm
So
telling
Tony,
you
you
why.
think Ed Reed got the Bethune-Cookman?
I'm telling you why he spoke out the way he did, man. I'm telling you. Somebody posted a video putting him on blast because they were screaming. I think they was recording him as he was going around the campus and picking up the trash or whatever, and they posted something. So his video was in response to that. That's why he was talking about, and y'all talking about I'm mutting the school. I ain't mutting the school. Somebody else did that first. So his video was a response to that. But I mean that's neither here nor there. I mean the school's already tore up. They had two hurricanes within like about a month and a half, 2 months. You know what I'm saying? The school's fucked up. It's fucked up. But it ain't all the hurricanes. Everybody know about HBCUs, man. I'm not here to throw shade because hell, I went to a HBCU. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, come on, keep it real, dude. Ed Reed had an idea. May not didn't know to the extent of what it was, but he had an idea of what he was signing up for. If he didn't, then that's on him too.
I don't believe that. But let me ask you something. Do you think Bethune-Cookman has a groundskeeping crew or maintenance crew? Do you think they have that at the school?
They should. Why shouldn't they?
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
So if they ride around every day and that's their job, why didn't they get it up? Now I'm not asking you guys to answer that question. I'm just putting that out there. So what Ed Reed said, they see this every day. They see it every day. And he spoke about him having an office that had been clean. If you anticipate someone coming to your institution and you hire them and you had a decent to clean up that office that he's gonna be moving into, that says a lot about what you got going on. And the president keeps saying about he rides around the school, so he must have seen the same thing Ed Reed is seeing. See something?
Yeah, he must do. He must do.
Something ain't right.
Something ain't right.
What Mike is saying, if Jay-Z coming to your house and he bashing your house, yeah, I don't think there's nobody on here that would allow Jay-Z in their crib. But what Twin is saying is totally different. If you invite Jay-Z to the crib and it look like that, it's a different vibe because
hey man, if I invite you to the crib, bro, what still give you that right to be bashing my crib? I invited you to my house, true enough, but you come over here. Hey, look, man, I don't need you saying nothing about A, B, C, D. Get the hell out, like Tony said. So at the end of the day,
I would assume, I hear you, Mike. Can't really say I totally disagree. The one thing I can say is that if you inviting me to your crib, why would you invite me to a dirty ass house? Why would you set yourself up for somebody to even say something about your pad? It would be stupid and ignorant for you to invite Jay-Z or whoever you invite to your house and it's dirty.
Man, it could be a million reasons for that, man. I mean, just keeping it real. It could be a million. It could be a million reasons. I mean, this is we keep tap dancing. Well, fuck the house and all that shit, man. Let's talk about Bethune-Cookman and Ed Reed, because I think, you know what I'm saying, we kind of tap dancing around the shit, and we kind of getting off point and talking about it. This is about Bethune-Cookman and Ed Reed. You know what I'm saying? And bottom line is, regardless of how we really feel about it, you know what I'm saying, Bethune-Cookman had the right to do what they did. I think it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like what Damon said. You know, I really feel like that could have been a conversation that was had, you know what I'm saying, and just, hey man, it's the right or wrong way to do things.
Yeah,
and,
I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Because like I say, I mean, that's Ed Reed, man. His passion is what makes him. His passion is why you came to him and offered him the job. You know what I'm saying?
And let's take it a step level, a higher step. If you're the interim president and you have had 2 hurricanes hit the institution, is messed up, why would you alienate somebody who jumped head in trying to straighten it up? Why would you push somebody out that came into school initially to be passionate and turn Bethune-Cookman around before he even put his name on the contract? That's what I'm saying. That part right there is what Twin is saying. He was butthurt. For what? You pull that man in the office and say, look, man, I know it's messed up around here. Maybe you shouldn't have did the way you do it. Let's get this contract signed and we'll do this together. You know what I'm saying? And then you and Twin said it, well, man, Atwater to a certain extent. Everybody know Ed Reed got connects all over the country when it comes to college and professional football. You know how many people he could have had financially that could have helped got Bethune-Cookman up quicker than expected? So that's
the interim, I don't know where the hell this money came from. Maybe it's because of the hurricanes or whatever. But the interim, in the interview I looked at, talking about they got $100 million they getting ready to spend into the school.
$100 million.
That's what it was in that damn. It was that video.
All I'm saying, if it was that much, it could have been some added to it. That's all I'm saying. When you get rid of a guy that has that type of clout, it makes no sense to fire him when he wanted to be there from the jump.
I will say this right here this is my final statement about it. Ed Reed should have taken a different approach about what he said, but at the same time, Bethune-Cookman, you don't have NFL Hall of Famers, not just an NFL player, former NFL player, an NFL Hall of Famer walking through your door every day. I think at the end of the day, this could be a black eye on HBCU, not just football, but HBCU period. It could be a black eye on Bethune-Cookman. Somebody hearing this story just wanted to go to the school, just academics, forget sports, for academic purposes, and heard this. I'm like, no, because now I'm hearing stories that they got, I think, mold on the air conditioners or something like that.
Yeah.
So somebody hearing this story about Ed Reed and Bethune-Cookman can be turned off about Bethune-Cookman, but can also generalize that and say, I don't want to go to HBCU period. Hearing that story may turn somebody from going to may have somebody go to Mercer instead of Fort Valley, West Georgia instead of Morehouse, that kind of thing. So HBCUs have a small window on what to say and what not to say, because we already got a notch knocked on us anyway. So this is a black eye for HBCU. The correct thing for them to do, honestly, in my opinion, is either A, hire Ed Reed back, or get somebody to the equivalent of Ed Reed.
It may not happen because of what they did to Ed Reed.
Yeah, good luck with the equivalent.
Good luck with that one. The only thing they could do to salvage that is to go back to Ed Reed and hire him, because what they did to Ed Reed, especially when he jumped in the way he did, nah, I don't see it, bro.
Well, I'm gonna have to disagree with you, Atwater, on one point you made. You said it's a black eye on HBCUs. I don't think it's a black on HBCUs. I think it's a black eye for Bethune-Cookman. because of the fact that they're the one that's dealing with the issues that they are dealing with. Even though us HBCUs have a lot of issues that we deal with, but we're not in the spotlight dealing with what Bethune-Cookman's dealing with their head coach and their mold and the issues that they're going on. So I don't think it's a black eye for all HBCUs. I think it's just to Bethune-Cookman. But like I say, best thing they can do is hire Ed Reed, like you say, and move back and move forward, because the students there are marching and protesting to say that they want Ed Reed back as their head coach. The students want him back, not the student athlete. The whole school was marching to get him back, reinstated as the head coach of Bethune-Cookman.
Yeah, this gonna be a story that's gonna have to keep up with. It just a sad circumstance. I'm torn on this one, but
What's your thoughts, Fade? What's your thoughts, man?
I see it from both sides. My thing is though, you also don't forget you had Shaq also too to help ready to donate too. Don't stop forget Shaq say he's ready to donate. If you saw another interview, Ed Reed actually was supposed to take the Jackson State job. He's supposed to go to Jackson State, but Bethune-Cookman was a little bit closer to home. Now, it also Reed's nephew's transferred there, and he's stuck there now. My thing is, though, you should have had a closed-door meeting with him after he made the first post. He posted an apology. You should have went and hired him. If you feel some way about his language or whatever, you could put it in the contract. You could have did it that way. But at the same time, when I know that they claim that that his offices were under renovations after they fired the last coach, why weren't they under renovations after while he was there, the previous coach? Why were they hiding trash inside of buildings? Why do students have to go through mold, which could cause possibly cancer or whatever breathing ailments like bronchitis or asthma or whatever? Your students should be living with that. Because I think I shared a screenshot of the mold on the vents. I get it. You had a hurricane. You got $100 million. Where's the repairs at? Why hasn't it started yet? We're not in hurricane season. Hurricane season ended in November. You should have been finding contractors immediately the day after. Players are sharing helmets on the field. I showed a video of that. They're sharing helmets. If anything, just if you just worry about the football piece, get him ready for football. But you're in a bigger realm with the student, the scholar. Now you're in a bigger realm with the scholar now, which means your enrollment now is in jeopardy. Your only course of action would be to hire Ed Reed or an equivalent, which would be somebody like, I would dare to say, Tyrone Poole. Who, if you want somebody that played in the NFL, I'm just saying that's an equivalent. I'm not saying the name. That's who Fort Valley should have hired, but I'm happy with the guy we got because we beat the hell out of Albany State, so I'm straight. I'm good. So anybody watch for Albany State, 44-39-4. If you look for the equivalent, him, something like that. Because Eddie George is going the same thing with us. It's not a land-grant university, which is dealing with the funding. Bethune-Cookman is a Christian university, which means you should be getting all this Bible Belt money like Liberty University in Virginia. If you ever seen Liberty University's campus, I went to Liberty for my master's program. It is a beautiful campus for a Christian university. Bethune-Cookman, you've been in existence 50 years longer than Liberty University, and you're a Christian university. The words that's about to come out of my mouth for the next 5 words, Damon, and not Christian. What the fuck are y'all doing?
No, you're right though. I can't argue, bro. You are absolutely right. I want to hear your thoughts on it. You right. It's Mike Quinn. Everybody said it. The best thing they can do is get Ed Reed back. And obviously, the students at the institution want him back. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So if you got a guy that they want to be there, obviously because what they saw he was trying to do, what was the purpose of even getting rid of him?
Eric Reed gonna bring discipline. He gonna bring some money. He gonna use his power. Well, not his power, but his notoriety for that
Influence.
school,
His
influence, his connect. These like I saw the same thing Fabe saw. These kids are sharing helmets at a D1 institution, Division 1 institution. They're sharing helmets.
That shouldn't be happening. Which
It
means
shouldn't be. I agree with that.
which means somebody got a Bentley out there that shouldn't have a Bentley.
Let me ask y'all this question. This last one. We all got kids. If your kid is interested in Bethune-Cookman after hearing what's going on, yes or no, you still in favor of her going to Bethune-Cookman?
Your ass better
No.
go to Fort Valley,
No,
or you gonna be sitting in the house working
I
that.
don't think I was. I don't think I spent mine at Bethune.
They're not going nowhere near Bethune-Cookman. Nowhere near.
no, not
No
play no
one
football.
I
No,
was
not with them
sending
conditions.
I was sending to Albany State before I sent Bethune-Cookman. That's a strong statement come from me.
Ooh, boy, that's a strong statement.
That's a strong statement.
Ooh.
Let me ask this question. If your child is on the fence between, let's say, a West Georgia or Fort Valley after hearing this story, what direction would you tell your child to go?
Fort Valley, because I
Fort
know
Valley.
Fort Valley.
Well, let's take Fort Valley out of it because all of us will send our child to Fort Valley because we went to Fort Valley. Let's take it out of it. Okay, your child is on the fence after hearing this story. Well, your child's on the fence between West Georgia and Clark, Atlanta.
West
After
Georgia.
hearing this story, would you still what direction would you try to get your child to go in?
West Georgia because it's cheaper. Clark Atlanta's a private university.
No, we talking
Yeah,
about
if
full
it's
ride.
private. Yeah, West Georgia. Yeah, it's private.
Not because I don't like Clark Atlanta. It's because it's cheaper.
Me, I want my child to get the HBCU experience.
Me too.
I saw
My
Savannah
child-
State.
My child stabbed me in the back with Albany State.
Oh,
Yeah, he dug it in.
Sorry. That's
Yeah.
a form of a question.
Hey, Twin said.
But you know-
Hey, Twin said, yeah.
So, but you gotta think about it. I did the same thing to my parents. My parents went to Albany State, so I dug them in the back. So I just get this payback. So it is what it is.
Yeah, my
My
11th grade talking about going to FAMU. I'm like, no, don't do it.
what's wrong with fam?
Nothing wrong with fam. I should have been there, but
It's-
Valley called me, and I'm like, hey,
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough when your kids. I mean, I know this off subject. It's tough when your kids say they're gonna go to a school that you want them to go to your alma mater, but when they choose to go to school, as long as he get the HBC experience, I don't care. You know what I mean? That's all I want him to just be able to get that HBC experience. If he stay and he want to go to another school after that, but as long as he get that experience, we all had that. We had to deal with Atwater, all the years and shit. So, god damn, that was the HBC experience in itself. Shit. God damn. God damn.
Hey, me and Tony
Every-
had said that last week, man. Twin, me and Tony said that last week. Dealing with Atwater was an experience alone.
Oh, man.
that better head case.
HBCU
Damn.
every
Oh, my
HBCU
goodness, what
needed
else?
a
Hey.
Atwater.
That was a good one, Chuck. I mean, good one, Jamal. I like that one. That was a good one.
Hey,
I like that one, man.
hey, I'll drink to that. I'll drink to that.
That's
Hey, you
Hey,
done
let me
turned
just say this, cause Fade
You
asked
turned
earlier.
to
So let me say this real quick. So, man, when I say prayer for Jamal Jenkins, Jamal had like a panic attack this past Saturday. They honored the 1998 SIAC championship team, and Jamal had a little emergency, and they took him to the hospital. And I think what's today, Wednesday? He should be on the way back to Ohio by now, but shoot one up for number 2 man, for the Fort Valley. Had a little situation Saturday, and he should be doing a little better now.
Yeah, I talked to him. He called me, when he came to Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? And he was there. When he got down here, I was supposed to see him and everything, but Damn, no whip or nothing. But I was wondering why he wasn't in the pictures because I had called him.
Yeah.
I had called him what day was that? I think that was Monday to ask. I was like, bro, I ain't see you in none of the pictures. I saw you on your pictures that you had back in the locker room, but I ain't see you in the main pictures on the floor. Where were you taking the pictures? So I guess okay.
No, he had a little medical emergency, man.
Look,
Okay.
I'll wait till we
I
start.
get Deuce. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Wait till we start record here. All right, Deuce, my boy. You know what I mean? That's my boy. Jinx, fade him.
Gotta get them tenders. Gotta shoot them tenders.
Yes,
Gotta get them tenders.
Dude, gotta take this shirt off with the hair on the chest.
Get taco meat tenders. You gotta get the taco meat and the enchiladas.
Yes, sir.
Boy, Jinx, man.
That dude there. Let's get any party shots. Twin, you gonna participate? You gonna watch?
Watching what?
Party shots. We get a party shot at the end of each show.
I don't never watch. I participate, bro.
All right. Go ahead, give us a party shot. Then give what you noticed over the last week or two. What you thought? Your thoughts on something?
Oh man, I'll wait for y'all. Let me get my thoughts together.
All right, go ahead, David.
Hey, I don't know if y'all heard about the cat that ended up dying after he got beat by the 5 black cops in Memphis. And it tripped me out because you didn't hear much pub about it. I actually had to read up on it, then CNN put it out. You know, they beat the dude. He ended up surviving. I forget his name. I think it was Tyree Nickel. I think that's his name. They beat him, and he ended up surviving. Had him on life support, but then he ended up dying because I think the doctor said he was brain dead and nothing they can do. But you didn't hear much publicity about it because the 5 cops that beat him were all black, and they only had like between 6 months and 6 years on the force. So of course Ben Crump jumped in. Of course, anybody that police brutality, he gonna come in, speak the truth, speak his mind or whatever, to make it aware that police brutality is police brutality. My thing is we gotta start, if the Black Lives Matter, I don't care who beat it. We need to throw everybody on the bus to kill a black life. Don't let it be just the white cops that you get enraged and want to test something up and do all this type of stuff. If he was beat by 5 brothers, need to be out protesting, doing the same thing, because police brutality is just that, brutality. Come on, black folk, let's do it. Like, we're gonna do it right. Let's do it right, or don't do it at all, man.
Still needs more time, Twin. Are you good? You gonna wait?
Well, on a party shot. Let me tell y'all something. Well, my wife's been out of town for a week, and boy, let me tell you something. I know I did this rodeo before, but I got my youngest son with me. So boy, I commend all the ladies out there. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. That pick up for school. After that, going to basketball practice, get something to eat, cooking, getting lunch in the morning time, fixing the bags, getting everything prepared every day for these kids. I commend you, ladies. I've always commended you, but wow, I know I've been on this road before with my oldest son who's 20, but bro, I'm keeping a buck. I commend you, ladies out there. Yes, that's my party shot.
That
It'll be rough too, boy.
Yeah.
I'm tired as all get out. You hear me?
Pretty tough what they call them.
You muted, Brett. You muted.
Appreciate that, D. I want to give a shout out to Mike Brown, man. Coach of the Sacramento Kings, former assistant coach of the Golden State Warriors, and former coach of Cleveland Cavaliers. I think he was the coach of a couple other teams too
The
as well.
Lakers. The Lakers.
Yeah, definitely Lakers. That's right. But he basically was left for dead, man. After he got fired. I think the last head coaching job he had was the Lakers. I mean, pretty much was left for dead, man. Steve Kerr, put him on the coaching staff, man. Was there for quite a few years. Getting himself back right. And man, Sacramento Kings have been the bottom of the bottom for a long time, man. And I mean, it's still early, but right now them boys are number 3 in the Western Conference, man. He got them boys balling. He got them playing
Sacramento
with
number
confidence.
3?
Yeah, they're
number 3.
Hey.
Number 3. Got them boys balling, playing with confidence, and just feeling like they could play with anybody, man, and not feeling like losers and getting rid of that losing culture that it just permeated with that franchise for so long. So definitely want to give my shout out to him, man. Definitely good job, great job. Because a lot of people didn't know that, just like Atwater did. The boys balling this year, man.
I know they've been winning, but I didn't know they had jumped up to that 3rd seed though.
Yeah, they're playing with he's coaching with a more of a free flow. He's less restricted from his time in San Antonio. Remember, he was assistant in San Antonio before he took the Cleveland job. So he's more free and more relaxed, which is what he learned from Steve Kerr, which is why he waited for the right job with a younger crew. Remember, he put together this team, which is the difference between having LeBron already there or he had Kobe. This team, he actually put his program and install his stuff. That's the big difference. Go ahead, Mike.
Neither one of them teams lost in that trade did they fade, Indiana or Sacramento. I'm just saying. Halliburton and Hill balling out there in Indiana.
The Lakers lost in that trade because they should have went. But go ahead.
We are about 240 points away from the streak. And I know y'all think I'm talking about LeBron, but I'm not. There's a young man that attends the University of Detroit Mercy by the name of Antonio Davis, who is about 240 points away from being the all-time NCAA scoring leader, which is held by Pistol Pete Maravich. This is one of the most impressive records that nobody is talking about. Think about it, y'all. Nobody these days stays in school 4 years. And this guy is, like I say, about 230, 240 points away from being an all-time scorer. Last week, he dropped 42 and 38 in the same week. So y'all pay attention to Mr. Antonio Davis from Detroit Mercy. He's closing in on the record. Shout out to you, man, because that record is one of the most impressive records simply for the fact nobody stays in college that long anymore. Shout out Antonio Davis.
What's even more impressive is that Pete Maravich did it in 3 years and it won no shot clock or no 3-point line. That's what makes it impressive. But that's Mike Davis' son.
Mike Davis, that coach at Texas Southern?
Yeah, in Indiana. That's his son. So I think he's 300 points away. They played Oakland last night, and he only scored 14. But he's been averaging a little under 30 his last 5-6 games. So it's possible he'll break it. It's real possible, especially if they go in the tournament, the Horizon League tournament, and he get a game or two. It's possible he'll break it. But it is impressive. It's damn impressive.
Yeah. Anytime you be all-time scoring, any all-time something, is impressive.
That's true.
Brian about 240 some away too, ain't it?
177.
No,
177?
Yeah.
About 7 more games. About 7. He'll break it at home about February 8th or 9th, week of Super Bowl. I was thinking about talking about this Hall of Fame voting.
Amen.
I'm gonna hold off on that. I'm gonna wait till the next time we come on next week to give our Super Bowl picks. I want to talk about these Oscars. Still Oscars #SoWhite, but We have 2 minority nominees for Best Supporting Actress, even though they should be Best Actress. I'll give you the names. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. If you have anybody seen that movie, has anybody seen that movie?
Mm-mm.
Go see that movie. That movie is awesome. It's a great movie. It's a Asian dominated cast. Michelle Yeoh. If you ever seen if you've seen Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, she's in that movie. She's in a lot of other movies. I think Crazy Rich Asians also, if I want to remember correctly. I could be wrong. But she should have been nominated for Best Actress because she was the main focal point of the movie, not Jamie Lee Curtis. She was the main focus. Also, my wife's boo, Angela Bassett, got nominated for Black Panther Wakanda for playing Ramonda, King T'Challa's mother, for Best Supporting Actress. I have a slight problem with the nomination. I don't have a problem with her being nominated. I have a problem with her for not winning for What's Love Got to Do with It in 1993. She should have won it. If anybody embodied Tina Turner, she embodied Tina Turner. Which leads us to these Oscars are still white. If you look at the Best Actor and Best Actress categories, there are no people of color even nominated for Best Picture. If you look at the Best Picture, of course, Everything Everywhere All at Once is nominated. That's the only movie that's by a person of color or cast that's majority color. The last time anything like that was nominated, of course, was Black Panther in 2019. When are we actually going to hold the Oscars' feet to the fire? I know Will Smith slapped somebody and told to keep their name out of the fucking mouth. But don't punish the whole minority race, which is about to be the majority in this country in about 7 years. Do right by us. Don't just give us slavery roles. Don't just give us criminal cops like Denzel. We are more vast and more diverse than that. There are plenty of other roles. Letitia Wright could have been nominated for Best Supporting Actress, or we could have had, I don't know, Jonathan Majors for Devotion nominated for Best Actor. You know, just thinking. For Oscars, you still ain't got it right because it's still white. That's our show for today. I know we're going to lose on Arizona Tea because that's not a block sponsor. The dark liquor is.
I got Arizona Tea. Don't worry about them.
All right. Of course, you can follow us on Facebook and YouTube. We'll see y'all next Wednesday. Remember, we will not be on this Sunday because of the championship games. They're going to be ended too late. Peace up. Anytime now.